Good morning, each and every one. Stick your fingers up your left-hand nostril. Morning, David.
Good morning, Dave.
Where are you taking us today, David?
We're going to park at Wolverton, and I believe that we're going to go south. Although we have been south a few times, we're going to go again. It's a beautiful day and we'll just go wherever the train takes us.
Ah, there you go, you see. And we're just approaching Western Underwood. Yeah, get it right. We never get it right anyway. So look at that sky, so beautiful. Yeah, so it's Wolverton and then whatever comes along, isn't it? This is a small video with Big Son David, and all those people that have mentioned David, thank you very, very much. Thank you for coming with us today. We look forward to having a very pleasant time with you. Well, just let you have a look at Western Underwood as we pass through. There's a big gateway.
All the daffs, loads of daffs.
Yeah.
Blossom appearing already.
Pink, lovely pink blossom there. Look at that. There must have been a big manor or something here to have such a big gateway, but there's nothing at the other end of the village. That's the thing, which makes it rather strange. Lovely houses. I love the villages. Gone are the days when I could cycle round the villages with my camera, but you can find all my films of walks and cycle rides on Smile Video Britain.
Then there's a lovely little post office here.
Yeah.
Just coming up here on the right hand side.
Lovely little post office, David says. There, Luke's got his own look at that. That's lovely, isn't it? Yeah. There you go.
St Lawrence Church.
So that's the start of a beautiful day, we hope. Stay with us. That's the first train of the day. Pardon me. Very interesting. Lee behind the booking office, or in the booking office, has just given me an envelope from someone in Canada who wants to correspond with me. I haven't looked in the envelope yet because I haven't had time. And if he watches my YouTube films, so that's wonderful, isn't it? Never know what's round the corner. That's going to Northampton. Right, now here we go. We've got a London all day, all line rover, and this train is going to Euston. We may get off of it because there's a double-header coming down behind this, apparently, according to David. So we'll just see what happens. Climb aboard.
The campers, but places like Berkhamsted, for instance, all those boats are tiles. Whether when it's like this, the sun is lower, the sun hits those tiles and blinds you. It will wash out the monitors. I just don't like the way that they're. What are you doing?
This lady will tell you when you go to Wolverton to go down towards the front of the train, because there's one hell of a gap to get on halfway down the platform, isn't there, lady?
Yes, there is.
Yes, yes, so there you are. There's a worthwhile tip about Wolverton. Yeah, and the same happens in Wellingborough.
As long as you cut out the rest of what I say, I think it's trouble. So you ex-railwayman?
No, well, you used to work at Wellingborough, didn't you, the railway?
Yeah.
Years ago.
Just approaching Bletchley carriage sidings.
Step onto the platform before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs.
They're still running them 321. Are they the 321s?
319.
Yeah, sorry, 319. Yeah, yeah, they'll go in. They're all on the way out anyway.
3 sets there.
So we've decided on Watford Junction. We like it here. This will be our second visit and we're expecting 290s in about 20 minutes, and then we shall move probably further south, perhaps to Euston and back, so we can go past the Wembley Yard. Not that there'll be anything there, we do not know. Lovely day, lovely day. Look at that, beautiful. Do you know something? That is a real big bonus. I didn't know it was coming. David didn't know it was coming, I don't think, otherwise he would have told me. Amazing, isn't it? I love the car train as much as the water train. We've got a little bit of a predicament approaching us from behind me. We've got the train going to Tring, which stops here, 8 coaches, and coming towards us is the 90s on a freight train. And I think we're going to be lucky. There you go, they're just announcing it. Stand behind the yellow line. David knew it was coming on his phone. He saw it enter the tunnels, which is about a mile up the track. So I'll be here in a second or two, we hope. Glad you're staying with us. We're going to get on the train, I think, now and go to Euston, so we go through or past Wembley Yard. There are quite a few people getting off there. It's very busy. Here she comes. Bit slow, I think. Was nice, 2 orange ones. Not very well loaded though, was it? Okay, over the other platform now. I've shown this before, some weeks ago when we came. This is the beehive. And they've added a little bit to the top. That wasn't on there the last time that we came. And we're now going to get on the train and go to London Euston.
Platform 9 of the 11:36 London North Western Railway service to
Daffodilly. Is that it?
Calling it London Euston only. This train has 8 carriages.
Daffodillies.
Sorry?
Daffodillies. Daffodils, daffodillas.
Yeah.
That's kids, that is. I'm one of the kids, you see.
Stop or text the British Transport Police
Lovely.
on 61016. See it, say it, sorted.
Well, we're sweeping through Wembley Yard. There was 2 locos there, 2 66s. The one nearest to us was the water train. The 2 orange ones are there behind the trucks. And that's about it, I'm afraid. Oh,
That's the Tilbury to Daventry.
Tilbury to Daventry. There's that's a track machine, isn't it? They're old water train wagons. Been standing there rotting away for years. The next bit is when we go underneath Willesden Junction. And Willesden Depot. This is Willesden. There's a train in there, look, on the upper level, on the high level. Willesden Depot, nothing going on here at the moment. Okay, we'll next be going into London Euston Station. At the side of us now, we've got the lines, the electric lines, running from Willesden Junction to, I think it's the Elephant and Castle on the London Underground, and on the Overground into Euston. Slowing down a bit now. That's my big son, that is, studying his phone.
We are now approaching London Euston, our final station.
That's all to do with HS2.
Remember to take all of your personal belongings with you when you leave the train.
That's a canal.
Please mind the gap when leaving the train and step onto the platform before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs. see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sort it.
A row of lovely Georgian houses up there. Some beautiful buildings in London.
There is reduced escalator service at Euston Underground Station until mid-2017. During this time, please follow signs and staff directions and allow extra time for your tube journey.
On YouTube, there's a guy who does London bus tours. He sits at the front of the bus and goes from one terminus to another, right across London, all different hours of the day. So interesting. Looks like we're here. Open the bell. Well, we'll see what happens next. Ah, this is the outlook looking at the station at Throat, and I think we'll probably now get on this overground and go to Watford, back to Watford Junction that way, but I'm not quite sure. It's entirely up to David. I've done it all before. In Avanti coming in. Going back to Northampton now. That's the one that we came in on. So we've decided we're going back on the London Overground to Watford Junction, where we'll probably stay for, I don't know, till then. These are tubes. There's no doors in between the carriages. It's just one long tube.
This is the train to Watford Junction. Next station, South Hampstead. You must wear a face covering over your nose and mouth at all times when using any TfL services and stations.
Oh.
It's there to protect us all. Some exemptions apply. Please be considerate and remember that exemptions may not always be visible or obvious.
This is all to do with HS2 as well. I'm sure that was the London Midland depot. is the depot, David.
Yes, Camden.
Oh, is it? David says this is Camden Depot.
And there's a rail cam up on that.
Right. He watches them on rail cams, you see.
Obvious. Change here for Bakerloo Line services. Next station, Queen's Park. Mind the gap between the train and the platform. Station, Kensal Green. Mind the gap between the train and the platform.
There's the underground train, underground service.
This is the train to Watford Junction. Next station, Wilston Junction.
This is where you go
must
past the
wear a
back of
face
Wembley
covering
now.
over your nose and mouth at all times when using any TfL services and stations. It's there to protect us all. Some exemptions apply. Please be considerate and remember that exemptions may not always be visible or obvious. Change here for Bakerloo Line and London Overground lines. Next station, Wilston Junction. Mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Now over there, you've got a freight line that goes, I don't know where it goes, you have to look it up.
There's the main line at the back of Wembley.
Yeah, yeah, it must be, yeah.
Exit for Central Middlesex Hospital.
That's all at the back of Wembley Yard. Gradually disappearing behind a brick wall. And we bear to the left, go under all the tracks and come up on the west side of the main line.
Next station, Harleston.
Lovely old suburban stations.
Watford Junction.
Next station, Wembley Central. Change here for National Rail Services. Exit for the National Stadium and Wembley Arena.
Right, on my still shots, a lot of very high risky ones because of the awkward position on this train, because your seats are backing onto the window, and also a couple of 90s I think that were up there, probably the sleeper train locos. You could hardly see them. 9207 and 92044. Oh, okay. Here we are back at Watford Junction. So back at Watford Junction, see a twinkle as the lights come out of the tunnel up there, about what, 3/4 of a mile. This is the postie. A bit slow. That's it, I've just come out from the gents. Lovely to wash your hands, hot water, nice soap, lovely. Okay, my waiter has got me a cup of tea. Do you want a cup of tea as well, love? Hey? Do you want a cup of tea? Oh yeah? This train goes to Milton Keynes. Well, we don't know where we're getting off for sure, not yet.
Welcome aboard this London North Western Railway service to Milton Keynes Central.
There, Milton Keynes Central. Okay, we're now approaching. We're now approaching Bletchley. I want to show you the new station platforms up on the viaduct. Okay, really developed in the last 3 weeks. All they've got to do then is to put a footbridge across to the main footbridge.
Stop, please mind the gap between train and platform if you're leaving the service here. Can change for local services towards Bedford via the Marston Vale. Services to depart from platforms 5 or 6.
There you go, you can see it in the distance now.
From me, your senior conductor will do a shoot around afternoon.
Yeah, well, you won't get a better view than that unless you go onto the station platforms. Look at that. There you go. So that will be Bletchley High Level, I would think. And there's the little train running to Bedford, which they've now started running again.
That's it, all connecting.
Right, are you still with us? Because if you are now at Milton Keynes Central, and in 5 minutes we shall be on the train to guess where, man from Canada, who wrote the letter to me via Wolverton office. We shall be back at Wolverton. Very good. Thank you. Thank you for coming today. It's been
from the 13:53.
I haven't been too out of puff, I haven't been too shaky, and I'm feeling a fair bit better. Thank you very much.
And London Euston. This train has 8 carriages. Please stand back from the platform edge until the train has stopped. There is no tactile paving at the edge of the platform. Take care and mind the step and gap when you...
This is a train that's come from, I think, Crewe and going to London Euston. When we get to Wolverton, we're expecting our bonus shots. Okay, so stand by and stay with us. You see all the people on this train? They're all called blanks.
Welcome aboard this London North Western Railway service to...
Hello everybody. Hello everybody. You're looking nice. There's a toilet on this one, David. Smells sweet on here, doesn't it?
Wolverton and Northampton.
Well, there you go. Very crowded train. Everyone's wearing a mask. And, oh, shut up. So here we are at Wolverton. We don't know what to do. So we'll see if we can find a freight train for you and you and you. Bonus number 1, bonus number 2.